Hi, Lida Citroën here, talking about personal branding and reputation management. As you know, I really believe in focusing on who you are, not what you do. So it's critical to understand how to manage your brand, how to build your reputation to take charge of your career. Well, sit back and enjoy a few of my tips and suggestions for building your personal brand and managing your reputation.
Personal branding is the process by which we position ourselves as compelling and relevant to a specific target audience. So again, if you've listened to any of my other programs, you know that it absolutely starts with you. You have to understand your value proposition, but it includes the other half of the equation, which are the people or the individuals or the communities that you're positioning that value proposition to. And we call that your target audience or your target customer. Another way to think about that is, who do you want to work with? In your career, you're going to work with a lot of different people. Whether you're a job seeker, an entrepreneur, a business owner, or you're somebody who's working in a professional environment right now, who do you enjoy working with the best? Who are the people or the types of individuals that bring out your best qualities, your passion, your enthusiasm, your sense of humor, your commitment to a meaningful career? The target audience that we align our personal brand with are the people who hold opportunities. Sometimes those people hold an opportunity of a job, right? So they might be hiring managers or career counselors or human resources professionals. Maybe those people hold an opportunity for career advancement. So they could be senior executives or managers in our company. Maybe those same people hold an opportunity for additional resources that we need in order to be successful. Your job in personal branding is to figure out who you want to work with and who needs to get you. Who needs to find you funny and interesting and smart and compelling and relevant to the opportunities that they have in front of them, which are the opportunities you want. That's how we define a target audience. And sometimes over the course of your career, that target audience will shift or evolve or move. But in most cases, it boils down to the people that you really enjoy working with the best. And what's interesting is that every individual, every person has two sets of needs. We have needs which drive our behavior, which drive our ability to buy. And the first set of needs that we have are functional. These are what I call the check the box needs. So if I'm looking for a Java developer, or I'm looking for a cable installer or a financial executive, in order for you and I to have a conversation, you need to have those skills, right? If I'm looking for a financial professional, you need to have the licensing and the training and the credentials to be able to counsel me on whatever my needs are. And if you're a cable installer, but I'm looking for a financial executive, then you might be a wonderful person, but you're not going to align with what I need to continue the conversation. The functional needs of an audience are the items that we have to have in place, the assets, the credentials, the training, the certifications, the education, the specific assets that we have in order for that hiring manager or that supervisor to consider us for an opportunity. But people also have emotional needs, and those emotional needs are powerful when it comes to building personal brands. We have to understand what the people that we're targeting need to feel. As human beings, we are emotional creatures, and we might buy on logic, but we engage and we commit loyalty based on emotion. When we feel something, we have an internal driver that makes us want to go to bat for someone. It makes us want to hire someone who might not have all the skills and all the training, but they make us feel like they're going to be a good investment. And those emotional drivers are critical to building your reputation the way you want. I'll share an example. When I started working in the space of personal branding, I led very much from the functional side. I approached all my clients by showing them my methodology and my process and the track record and what they could tangibly expect in return on their investment for hiring me. Now keep in mind, my personal branding clients tend to be very senior executives of global companies, and the risk and reward is very important to them when they're looking to hire someone who's going to coach them through building a personal brand and managing their reputation. But when I got really clear and I really dialed in and paid attention to what they need to feel, I learned so much about my clients. I learned that they're a lot like me in the sense that they want to feel safe, they want to feel validated and affirmed, and they want to know that I'm in their corner. It's very important to them to know that I have their back, and I'm not just a cheerleader, but I can pull strategy into an equation where I'm showing them how they need to enhance their confidence and be more bold in certain cases. And that takes a lot of risk on their part, but they trust me because I'm sensitive to what they need to feel and I can meet them there. So think about the audiences that you're selling or promoting yourself to. What do they need to feel about you? What drivers will cause them to feel an emotional connection with what you have to offer? It's important in personal branding that you're relevant, right? If you're not relevant, then you might be a wonderful person, but I have no need to continue the conversation based on what we're here to talk about. So your job in positioning is always to understand the needs of your target audience and try to align with their values. Find out what they're passionate about. What do they believe in? What do they advocate for? And then if that's the same set of values that you have, that you would fight for, that you advocate for, then make sure that in conversation and positioning, you're aligning with the values of your target audience. Again, they hold the opportunities you want. They have the job openings, they have the access to resources, they have the ability to promote and enhance your career, or they have the ability and the opportunity to buy from you if you own your own company or you're an entrepreneur. All of personal branding is based on one thing, and that is authenticity. Nothing I ever teach is ingenuine or ungenuine or inauthentic. It's all based on genuine, authentic values. So find out what you're passionate about. Go through the personal branding process, and then make sure you're able to hold up a lens and align with a company or a group of individuals or a target audience that aligns with what you authentically value and believe in.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those personal branding and reputation management tips. If you want to learn more about building your brand, be sure to check out my book, Reputation 360, Creating Power Through Personal Branding, or find me on my website, Lida360.com.